Good morning. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to Relationship and Financial Issues. Now, one thing I would like to start with is the fact that many men know what they are doing when it comes to relationship, but when it comes to relationship, you should learn to understand that it has to do with what you know. You cannot do what you don't know in a relationship. You do what other people are doing or what you know that is meant to be done. Now, first of all, I won't want you to focus on what others are doing, and I won't want you to react based on what you see outside, because most people behave, how do I put it, behave based on experience or based on what they feel like is the right thing to do. And if you have the money, in most cases some ladies will be willing to stay with you and they don't care no matter what you're doing. So I'm willing to give you some stages you can actually think about and ruminate through if you really want a successful and a long lasting relationship. Now, there are three stages you should consider when trying to do this. The first stage is the talking stage. Now, in that stage, that is where you have to communicate with your partner the things she likes, the things you likes. Before that stage, though, you have to get to know the person. It's still on that talking stage. You get to talk, you get to converse with the person, you get to know who you're talking to, and over the long time, you get to build bond with the person. If the person likes you, it will take time, but you will enjoy the person, you get to talk. And in this stage of the relationship, you have to talk about yourself, but don't let it be all about yourself. Talk more, ask about your partner, what she likes, what she doesn't like. Ask more about you can go into our sexual preference if you are bold enough to do so, because in a relationship, one has to be bold. That's the fact. Don't be afraid. The more you are afraid, the more she will feel like you are a simp. So you must learn to control yourself. Learn to not be afraid. The highest that can happen is she won't like that conversation and you will end it there. And you will start another conversation that will actually be meaningful. You must learn to talk to her. Learn to know her likes, her dislikes, where she likes to go, what she likes to do during her leisure time. All these things are things you have to know, so that if you want to surprise her, you want to do other things that will make her happy, or that will that will make you feel like you're the man in that relationship, you already know what she likes and what she doesn't like. Second thing you should actually know in the second stage you should be aware of in a relationship is the physical stage. This is where after you have talked to the lady, you have to invite her to come over. You talk to her. In some cases, if she likes you a lot, it will be easier here, because in the physical stage, this is where you have to this is where physical touch comes in. And of course, you know that when it comes to physical touch, it goes towards that route. And if you're very good at it, and as a man, you understand that norms. But at this stage, never do yourself for well, I don't go talk past that one. I will talk about that in our next class. Now, the last stage is the present stage. Now, one thing I want you to understand in this stage is that in the last stage, you should learn to understand that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'm going to repeat that statement again. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. You must learn to understand that if you're dating someone, over the time, the person will lose interest in you. Yes. But you have to reduce your presence to create respect. Now, what I mean is, if you have a job, if your woman calls you regularly, it's a normal thing. If you go and visit her every day, over the time she will grow tired of you. So you have to reduce it and give it a certain time. Example, you can actually go and visit her probably once in 2 days, once in 3 days. I'm not saying you should not visit her much. I'm saying you should just not be all the time, so that she won't feel like she has seen everything about you. You have to have this element of mysteriousness. You have to have this element of anytime you can come. It gives you two advantage. First of all, if she's cheating, you can catch her. Second of all, when it comes to if she likes you or if she's happy about you coming, you actually enjoy that part of the relationship and she will respect you more because you're not always available. It shows that you are not a jobless person. So absence makes the heart grow fonder. You have to not be present all the time to create respect. In the beginning, you have to chase the woman. But after you've gotten her, she has to be the one to chase you. You have to understand, men, please. Now, there are some things you mustn't joke with in a relationship. First of all, respect. Yeah, you must not joke with respect. If a lady disrespects you, you must be willing to talk. Express yourself that you don't like it and she should never repeat it again. Yes, not only ladies has the right to tell you they don't like this, you also have the right to, you have to command respect from her. Second of all, control. You have to have the ability to decide things. Now, when I say decide, you have to have the ability to say this is what you want, this is what you don't want. Okay, if she's telling you about something, you have the ability to decide what you want her to do. It's not necessary if she follows your advice, but you know that you are a decisive person. You are able to decide what is necessary in the scenario. If you can't decide, it's a very terrible thing, because if a lady decides for you, she'll feel like you're not a man. You're not worthy to be that. And if she decides for you, over the time, you will lose respect. If she decides what you will do in bed, if she decides what you will do in life, you will lose respect. You have to be able to decide for a woman. Give her an opinion, what she should do. It's not a must all the time, but in most cases, you should be able to talk. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And second to last thing you should also know is that you must be able to walk away. That's the biggest power you have in a relationship. Never be afraid of losing your partner, because the moment you are afraid, the moment she senses that, she will mistake that for insecurity. She will mistake that for you don't have any other option. You have to show that you have other options with you. So never be afraid to walk away. You must be able to walk away willingly. In short, in conclusion, what I mean is, if she fucks up, if she cheats, if she is rude to you, you must be able to walk away. You must be able to tell her that you are not interested. You don't like this, and if you are going to continue, you're not interested. She will understand. She will respect you more. Never be afraid to walk away. That is one of the biggest power control you should have in a relationship. Never be afraid to walk away. And last but not least, what you should learn to know is that never expect anything from a lady. Never expect anything from a lady. If you are dating someone, you must never expect anything from a lady. Never expect her to be loyal. Never expect money. In fact, in most cases, ladies can drop money. It's only their body they can drop. So never expect anything from a lady. The moment you start having expectations, that's when the lady will fuck up. It is a fact. Men that expect from ladies are men that try to invest. They will buy iPhone 15, iPhone 14. And in the end, she will still fuck up, she will still cheat. So what's the use? You are dating because you can actually have a future with her. So don't expect too much. Don't give high expectations. You can expect from a lady, but don't give high expectations. She can still cheat. She can still fuck up. In fact, the worst part is she can still be rude. Ladies are emotional. They're emotional beings. They act on their emotions. They can be with you today and tell you they love you, and tomorrow, another person, they love that person too. That's why they can love you today and hate you tomorrow. So never expect anything high. Don't put high expectations on any lady. They will fuck you up. And the moment you expect something from a lady, that is the moment they fuck up, that's the moment you will lose your control. You will lose your control. You will be extremely angry, because you will have invested a lot. So don't expect so much from a lady. In direct sense, it means do not invest too much on a lady. Don't expect too much and don't invest too much, so that if anything were to happen, you won't be afraid to lose her, and it won't be so painful to you. This is Benjamin talking, and we are still on relationship and financial advice. I just want to start briefing you guys on how the relationship aspects of life goes. Over the time, we'll get to talk more on the other aspects. It's nice having you. Thank you. Peace.